let's just get into the topic that probably, I don't know if anyone is actually wondering about, but I just really wanted to mention it anyway. So chat, you all know my last appearance was this tweet that I sent. That was my last appearance ever. I tweeted this, chat. I tweeted this. As many of you know, I'll be giving birth any day now, and when our baby is here, I would like to spend some time offline and enjoying my family. The plan is to return to streaming regularly, but half time in August, but I might check in every once in a while before then. So that's what I'm doing now. It's been so fun these past 6 years of full-time streaming. I've barely had a week off. The stream and the community really has been my #1 priority, and it's been my life, literally been my life. I will miss it, but I'm also super excited for what's to come. Thank you to everyone who spent this amazing time with me. We have been through so much. I will see you when I see you. And that is now. And the funny thing is about this chat, I had no freaking idea. The funny thing is I sent this tweet 17:10, right? Less than 3 hours later, I had my baby in my hands, in my arms. Less than 3 hours later than that. Isn't that crazy? I had no idea that was gonna happen. Speedrunning birth, literally speedrunning birth. So after I sent that tweet, I actually recorded a YouTube video, and I was like, I don't even know if I'm gonna post this YouTube video, but I recorded one, like it was a house tour and a computer setup tour, and also a little message to I was gonna tell YouTube that I was leaving for a couple months. Not that I use YouTube much, but you know, I didn't post it though. I never posted it because I woke up in the morning. I woke up in the morning and I felt a little small pain in like my lower region. I was like, I wonder what this is like. Is it like, sometimes it just feels a little pain like that. And throughout the day, it came kind of regularly, but it wasn't painful at all. It was just like a regular pain that came, you know, a little once in a while. After I sent that tweet, I recorded that video, and during that video, it started to hurt pretty much. And after that video, I was like, okay, it's probably time to like start counting like how long between these pains and stuff like that. After I did that video, I was kind of exhausted because I'd been doing my makeup and my hair and stuff like that. Right after I finished the video, I took off my makeup and I went to bed, and then I was like, okay, well the app is telling me like the timing between these pains that I should go to the hospital like right now, but it didn't feel very hard. I wasn't in pain. It was just like soft pain, you know. So I ate some food in. Yeah, it didn't feel urgent. So I ate some food in bed and it started to hurting a little bit more. So I called the hospital and I was like, hey, like I'm feeling this. And she was like, okay. And I was like, it's this short intervals. And she was like, okay, but call me back when it's like this interval, and try to take like painkillers and chill. So I did that. I took painkillers. I went to the couch and I was gonna watch How I Met Your Mother, and that's what I'd like imagined to do. I imagined myself like when the pain started, like that I was gonna, or when the labor started, that I was gonna sit down in the couch, watch How I Met Your Mother, and have like a burger. But I just had food from like the fridge. But yeah. So when I sat down in the couch, like 10 minutes later, I puked. Like I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna throw up. So I threw up, and then we Google. It's like, like when, like usually, like sometimes you can throw up when you're about like 4 centimeters open or something like that. So during that time, I was like, oh, maybe we should call again and say that. And we called again, and she was like, and we had to like beg to get in. She was like, is there any space? And she's like, yeah. And I asked if we could come, and she said no, not yet. And I said, but I think it's about time, so we should probably go now. So we had to convince her, and we could convince her. Oh yeah, right in the middle of like the call, my water broke in the couch. I was luckily sitting on a towel, but like my water broke in the couch, and it was just like in the movies, you know. It was just like, psh, if that's not TMI, but it was like in the couch. So we were like, the water broke now, so I think it's time for us to go. So we had already packed our bags, obviously, but we just threw them into the car, and we got into the car. And while in the car ride, like it started hurting really much in the car. So like I was like in so much pain, and getting closer to the hospital, I could feel, I was like, uh-oh, this is different pain. I was feeling like the push pain. I don't know what it's called in English, like krystverkar. I was feeling like the push pain in the car. Like I was feeling like I was like, oh my God. And I told Eli, I was like, I promise you, the baby's gonna be out in less than 30 minutes. And no, not contractions. I'd felt that the whole day. So that was like the push contractions, like the ones where you're supposed to push, you know. So I told Eli, I was like, I promise you, the baby's gonna be out in less than 30 minutes. And then I said, I'm gonna be surprised if you even have time to park the car. So yeah, it was like a pressure, yeah. So I went up to the place where you're supposed to give labor. I lay down on the bed, and she's like, I can see the baby's head. And then like we just pushed a little bit, and the baby was out. And it took, like we were at the hospital for like 20 or 25 minutes before the baby was out, and I didn't even have time to take off my shirt. But the thing is, like what I've done, I think I had expected the contractions to be more painful. They weren't so painful for me. It's like it's probably different for everyone, but it wasn't painful for me. So the only thing I had when I came was laughing gas. So they put that on me, only laughing gas, nothing else. No. So yeah. It was very fast. It was really a speed run. They put like the needle in my arm after I gave birth. But everyone's different, you know, but for me it wasn't painful. And I kind of knew that it was going to be like that too, but I still expected it to be a little bit more painful because my sister and my mom had quick births as well, but I still expected it to be a little bit more painful. I expected me to be on the hospital for at least like a couple hours before I gave birth, but no, it was immediate. It was like, she was like, okay, it's time to push when I lay down.
Just subscribe. Where have you been, mommy?
So the size, it wasn't very big. The baby was 2,940, I think, 2,940 grams, and 49 centimeter. So pretty small baby, but same size as I was when I was born. Afterwards, I wasn't even in the hospital for a day afterwards. Like that was in the evening, so that was like at 8 in the evening. So they were done at the labor room at like 12, I think. After like took so long. Like we got the sandwiches and they, you know, all the stuff they're gonna do. Like I guess I wasn't priority anymore, so they were in other rooms. So I was done there at like midnight, and then I stayed in the hospital to like get lunch next time. Yeah. Kandy's actual living proof that not all childbirth is painful, and sometimes it just comes out. But it was really painful. The last hour was really painful in the car. Like since I got in the car, so yeah. The baby was born 2 days overdue. My mom didn't take any pain medication for my last sibling, and she was like, I know how to do this. Yes, I felt that too. I felt like it just made sense, everything. Like I knew my body. I knew that it was, when I said that I promised the baby is gonna be out in less than 30 minutes, it actually was out in less than 30 minutes. So I think that's all I had to say about the birth, right? Oh yeah, the first weeks and stuff like that, that was incredible. Like it was insane. I don't know. It's like, it's what everyone tells you. It's like, it's magical and it's crazy and it's hard and it's like, it's all those things that people tell you. It's absolutely everything that they tell you. And she is a princess. She doesn't cry a lot. She only, like, if she cries, she wants food or her pacifier, or she wants to be held. And it's like
Sir_Alvernaccio.
one of those will work every time. She's
so
really
are
good.
You back to stream?
Yeah, everything, well, good. The thing is too, with the sleep, in the beginning, of course, you are a little sleep deprived, because like mostly I knew this was gonna happen, that I was gonna check if she was breathing like every second, and I still do, you know. But she's been so good because she sleeps through the night, every night. She sleeps for like 3 or 4 hours, then wakes up to eat, then she sleeps for 3 or 4 hours more. So always, like, I've been so lucky with that. I wonder if like the next one is gonna be as easy, but it's been so good. But I feel like I know her and what she wants, so yeah. She's really easy to be with. Yes. The hardest thing about the entire thing in the beginning was, and I didn't expect, it was the breastfeeding. It was the hardest because I didn't know like you're supposed to do it for, it was like well, first of all, the angle and like holding it so hard, like until I got the technique good. Every time a nurse showed me, she was like, use this, and I'm like, what the fuck, this is so easy, and I feel like this is natural. But when I tried myself, it was always so hard. What's it called? The midwife called and she was like, you have to feed your baby every second hour, otherwise she won't grow. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I knew that she didn't need that, but still I was like, okay, I gotta feed her every 2 hours. So I did. So I did that, and then like she has been growing like crazy. I heard that too. You feed her whenever she wants to eat. I heard that too. But my midwife told me no, every second hour, otherwise she will not grow. So I did that, and until the first weigh-in, and when after the first weigh-in, she was like, okay, you can chill a little bit every 3rd hour.